Did you know that our Milky Way galaxy has around 200 to 400 billion stars? Sounds massive, right? Well, what if I told you there's a galaxy so big that it makes the Milky Way look tiny in comparison? Imagine a galaxy over 100 times larger, stretching across millions of light years. But how do we measure galaxies? And what makes the biggest one so special? Today, we're diving deep into space to find out which galaxy holds the title of the largest in the universe, and how it compares to our own Milky Way. Galaxies are some of the most fascinating structures in the universe. They come in all shapes and sizes. Some are small and compact, while others are colossal cosmic giants that stretch across millions of light years. Our home, the Milky Way, is a spiral galaxy filled with stars, planets, nebulae, and even a supermassive black hole at its center. But as big as it is, it's nowhere near the largest galaxy out there. So, what is the biggest galaxy in the universe? And how does it compare to the Milky Way? To understand this, we first need to know how scientists measure galaxy size, because unlike planets and stars, galaxies don't have clear-cut boundaries. Galaxies are not solid objects with defined edges. They are made up of billions or even trillions of stars, surrounded by clouds of gas, dust, and dark matter. This makes measuring their true size quite challenging. Scientists use three main ways to measure a galaxy's size. Diameter, the total distance from one side of the galaxy to the other, measured in light years. Star count, the number of stars contained within the galaxy. Mass, including not just stars, but also gas, dust, and dark matter. The Milky Way is around 100,000 to 105,000 light years across and contains about 200 to 400 billion stars. Pretty big, right? But now, let's talk about the biggest galaxy that completely dwarfs the Milky Way. The title of the largest known galaxy goes to IC 1101, a supergiant elliptical galaxy located about 1 billion light years away in the Abell 2029 galaxy cluster. Here's how it compares to our Milky Way. Milky Way, about 105,000 light years in diameter with up to 400 billion stars. IC 1101, a staggering 4 million light years in diameter with an estimated 100 trillion stars. To put this into perspective, if the Milky Way were the size of a coin, IC 1101 would be as big as a football field. It's not just the biggest galaxy we've ever discovered. It's one of the most mysterious cosmic giants in the universe. IC 1101 isn't like the Milky Way, which has a spiral structure with distinct arms and lots of ongoing star formation. Instead, IC 1101 is a giant elliptical galaxy, which means it has no clear structure, just a vast, glowing mass of old stars. It likely formed from multiple galaxy mergers, where smaller galaxies combined over billions of years. It has a supermassive black hole at its core, possibly much larger than the one in the Milky Way. Unlike the Milky Way, where new stars are constantly forming, IC 1101 is running out of fuel. Most of its stars are old and dying, and it's not producing many new ones. This means that while it is currently the biggest galaxy we know of, over time, it may fade away. But could there be an even bigger galaxy out there? Scientists believe that IC 1101 may not be the largest galaxy ever to exist, just the biggest one we've discovered so far. The universe is constantly expanding, and many galaxies are still hidden in the depths of space. There's also the possibility of future galaxy mergers. Some researchers predict that in about 4 billion years, the Milky Way will collide and merge with the Andromeda galaxy, forming a new supergalaxy. While it may not reach the size of IC 1101, it could still become one of the biggest galaxies in our cosmic neighborhood. This raises an even bigger question. If galaxies are constantly growing through mergers, could the universe eventually have just a few massive galaxies instead of billions of smaller ones? Only time will tell. What do you think? Could there be an even bigger galaxy out there? Drop a comment below with your thoughts. If you love space mysteries, check out my next video on the strangest galaxies in the universe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing space content.